In the last video, we talked about some conversations where drivers and riders could make each other uncomfortable without ever intending to. Now let's talk about some inappropriate conversation topics that are more obvious.
Can we talk about situations where maybe a rider is clearly flirting? That's definitely happened to me.
What about when riders ask for my phone number?
Or if you're married or seeing anyone.
Or they just straight up ask you out?
These kind of questions make me feel uncomfortable and can be distracting while I'm driving.
And of course, this goes both ways. Drivers shouldn't be asking out their riders either.
In other settings, flirting can be completely acceptable if the other person agrees to it, but Uber is not a dating app.
It's not appropriate for drivers or riders to flirt with anyone while using the app, and this behavior is against Uber's community guidelines.
As drivers, we're constantly focused on driving and watching the road, with the goal of getting everyone safely and comfortably to their destination. And our riders share the same goal, to get where they need to go uneventfully.
Drivers and riders are strangers in a car together. Neither the driver nor the rider is familiar with the other's motivations, past experiences, or personal boundaries.
If you meet someone outside a car who tries to flirt with you and you're not interested, you can walk away. But inside a car, things are different. Both you and your rider are sharing the same small space until the ride is over, or if one of you ends the trip.
To be clear, no rider or driver should have to tolerate flirting or uncomfortable situations while using the Uber app. However, if you do find yourself in that situation, there are some ways you can respond.
If I'm in that situation, sometimes I'll address them directly and say that I'm not interested or that I'm married. Although depending on the situation, I'm not always comfortable being that direct. It really just depends.
I know I'm not that comfortable being that direct. Instead, I usually try to redirect the conversation by changing the subject by asking them, what kind of radio station would you like to listen to? Or just simply turning up the music.
Right, or give short, non-personal answers, enough for them to get the hint. And if they ask for personal information like my phone number or social media profile, I tell them that contact after the trip is not allowed in Uber's community guidelines. They can even look it up. It's in there.
And if they continue to engage or don't respect the boundaries you've communicated, you can pull over to a location where you can end the trip safely and report it to Uber. If you cancel a trip for this reason, it won't impact your rating.
Uber will review the report and take appropriate steps based on their community guidelines. Examples include waitlisting the user's account while the report is reviewed or deactivating the user's account.
Again, no rider or driver should have to tolerate flirting or uncomfortable situations while using the Uber app. There are some topics of conversation that will always be inappropriate for rideshare interactions, and Uber will review reports of uncomfortable situations you experience.